up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Blue deck, blue deck.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these 2 teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50. Watch the whip, 44.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So on 1st down, Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is Connor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? 180. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Brady, he's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 1st down, here's White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey,
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the left hash, this from 50. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Two seconds to go, first quarter.
I'm coming for you. Mine. Check. Back. Under 10. 10. Kill.
On second down, Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Second and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady gives this to White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Wait, that 53.
Check 55, Mike.
You. Hey, check it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
He finds some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go. Let's go. Black 20. Come on, let's go. Spine. No.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. An even 90 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they will run it with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun, and he'll be taken down at the 18. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Show that bench release and go. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jamie Collins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Regular. Hey, Haywood. 450.
Brady now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Quarter. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Double bump. Hey, echo.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Brady. His throw incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. 3rd down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jim.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 53 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
24. 51's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tight down. There you go. You go tight. You got
Opting to run again here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady eluding the pressure right. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. They'll run on 1st down. It's White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Now Brady. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, team 6, team 6. Let's go, go!
On third down, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Gentry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. What an opening weekend it's been already. Can the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, both 66.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the interception by the Steeler Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Check. Keep it up.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Patriots' 26-yard line.
Black 80. Check my 21. Yeah, that's what I do. Check 3. He's coming. We got double up.
Run for Pollard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.